Hello everyone, this is Beastly Eel here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the after credit scenes of Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, for those of you who have not seen this movie yet, please pause the video because there are spoilers ahead, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody. So, I know we're going to talk briefly about the plot of the movie. Um, Peter Parker wants everyone to forget that he's Spider-Man. Him and Doctor Strange screw up the spell, and people who know Peter Parker come in to this universe or timeline, multiverse, however you want to put it. That being said, so this is where we see Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin, Lizard, Sandman, and Electro. And we also have Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. And fighting ensues, and they basically fix all the villains, and Doctor Strange has to make everyone forget who Peter Parker is for the spell to be broken and everything goes back to normal-ish. And unfortunately, Peter Parker is left all alone and nobody knows who he is at all. And Aunt May is dead. Um, boom. Basically, the movie. That being said, let's talk about the after credit scenes. So the first one is Venom. So apparently, at the end of Let There Be Carnage, Venom and Eddie are in Mexico drinking it up. And in a hotel they see Spider-Man's face. So the thought is now that he was brought in to that particular universe because he knew who Peter Parker was, but got sent back before he could do anything going over there. So like everyone else was in New York at the time of when they were brought in, so therefore they were in New York. Whereas Eddie Brock was in Mexico, so therefore he was in Mexico when he came here. So he's drunk and he's talking to the bartender, explaining, trying to understand who the Avengers are and everything else. And he gets out of there, and there's a little bit of venom left behind, like a drop or so. And so the idea is, if there's going to be another Spider-Man movie, we're going to see the symbiote suit, which is definitely going to be an awesome thing to see. Especially, it's definitely a different way of introducing it than they've done in the comics, but I'm not mad about it whatsoever. That being said, the second after credit scene, which was the one that blew my mind, it was basically a trailer for Doctor Strange, um, Madness of the Multiverse, which looks amazing. So big things in this is we get to see Baron Marto, who was the black guy from the first movie. He's also in the comics. That character is a villain of Doctor Strange. And in this one, it seems like he's against Doctor Strange because Doctor Strange is the biggest enemy to the multiverse, which makes sense because we see a version of Doctor Strange that was seen in What If, which was Doctor Strange Supreme, or Supreme Doctor Strange, which was the one who basically absorbed all the energies to try to bring back his girlfriend. So we see that version of him. We also see another version of him that still has the eye of Agamotto. Motto? Motto. Um, and because of that, so we're definitely going to see multiple versions of Doctor Strange. Um, Scarlet Witch is 100% joined in. I mean, we know Loki's in it, but we don't know how. But apparently, he actually goes to find Scarlet Witch to get her help to kind of help with the multiverse. And it's a lot of fighting in the sense of like magic fighting, and we really don't see a lot of who's fighting who, but we definitely see a bunch of different versions of, or what we think could possibly be different versions of Doctor Strange. So it's definitely an interesting movie, and I cannot wait for it to come out, even though it's been pushed back to May, but it's definitely interesting. So another thing that's been added too is that there's the potential that there's going to be more multiverse projects with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, and that the Amazing Spider-Man 3 is now potentially back on the table. Um, And the idea is because Andrew Garfield did such a great job as Spider-Man in this movie, even though he didn't do that great in the other two movies. The thought is that he might get another rendition. And the rumor is that they're both going to be returning as Spider-Man again at some point through the multiverse saga. So the multiverse saga for sure is at least going till 2023. It could potentially go even longer, but we're not quite sure. But it's definitely a lot of stuff going on, and they've introduced a lot of things to us. Oh, duh. And they also introduced Charlie Cox as Daredevil again, specifically as Matt Murdock, who catches a brick that flies through the window. I knew I forgot something, but he was Peter Parker's lawyer. So it's definitely just a cluster of stuff going on, and I'm very curious at what they're going to be doing for the future. And with COVID and everything else, everything seems to be pushed back, which sucks because that means we have to wait longer for stuff going on. But, it is what it is. There's nothing we can do for right now. That being said, let me know what you guys think. Did you enjoy the movie? Where do you think the multiverse is going? Let me know in the comments below. I try to always make sure I comment back to the best of my ability. As always, if you like the content you see, please like and subscribe below. Other than that, this is going to be Beastly Eel signing out. So have a good night.